secrets of time, natural masterpieces and human marvels protected for all generations. These are the UNESCO World Heritage Sites, Earth's most treasured wonders. Some you know well, others might surprise you. Together, they tell the story of our planet's beauty and history. 1. Great Barrier Reef, Australia. Beneath the shimmering waves of the Coral Sea lies the world's largest living structure, the Great Barrier Reef. Stretching over 2,300 kilometers, it's a vibrant kaleidoscope of corals, fish, and sea turtles. A fragile masterpiece, its colors and life depend on a delicate balance threatened by climate change. This underwater world reminds us how vital it is to protect nature's hidden treasures. 2. Yellowstone National Park, USA. In the heart of the American West, Yellowstone is a land of geysers, hot springs, and rugged wilderness. Home to the famous Old Faithful geyser, it's a powerful reminder of Earth's geothermal energy beneath the surface. Wildlife roams freely here. Bison, wolves, and elk roam the vast forests and valleys, in a timeless dance of life. 3. Iguazu Falls, Argentina/Brazil. Between two countries, a roaring wall of water crashes into a lush rainforest, the Iguazu Falls. Nearly 300 separate waterfalls combine to create one of the most breathtaking sights on Earth. Mist rises like a curtain of life, nourishing the rich biodiversity below. 4. Jishegu Valley, China. Hidden in the Tibetan mountains, Jishegu Valley is a fairy tale come to life. Crystal clear lakes mirror colorful forests and cascading waterfalls, creating a landscape painted by nature itself. With every season, its colors shift, from emerald greens to fiery reds, making it a living canvas. 5. Ha Long Bay, Vietnam. Thousands of limestone islands rise like ancient sentinels from emerald waters in Ha Long Bay. Covered in lush jungle, these karst formations create a mystical seascape shaped over millions of years. Fishermen still sail these waters, living traditions that blend with nature's grandeur. 6. Mount Etna, Italy. Europe's most active volcano, Mount Etna dominates the Sicilian skyline with its fiery breath and rugged slopes. For centuries, it has shaped the land and inspired legends, reminding us of Earth's raw power. Volcanic soil here supports vineyards and orchards, a gift born from destruction. 7. Dansha Landforms, China. Known as China's Rainbow Mountains, the Dansha Landforms are colorful cliffs sculpted by wind and water. Layers of red, orange, and yellow rock form a surreal landscape that seems almost otherworldly. A geological masterpiece carved over millions of years. 8. Galapagos Islands, Ecuador. Off the coast of Ecuador, the Galapagos Islands are a living laboratory of evolution. Here, species found nowhere else have thrived for millennia, inspiring Charles Darwin's theory of natural selection. From giant tortoises to blue-footed boobies, the islands teem with life in every corner. 9. Sinji de Bimaraha, Madagascar. A sharp forest of limestone needles rises abruptly from the ground in Madagascar's Sinji de Bimaraha. This stone jungle is home to rare wildlife and impossible cliffs. Walking through narrow stone canyons and crossing hanging bridges feels like stepping into a dream. 10. Wadi Rum, Jordan. Known as the Valley of the Moon, Wadi Rum is a vast desert of red sand and towering sandstone cliffs. Its alien-like landscapes have been a backdrop for epic films and ancient stories. Bedouin tribes continue to live here, in harmony with this harsh but beautiful environment. 12. Mount Kenya, Kenya. Africa's second highest peak, Mount Kenya stands as a sacred mountain covered in glaciers and forests. It is home to unique wildlife and a source of water for millions. Climbers and pilgrims alike are drawn to its rugged beauty and spiritual significance. 13. Petra, Jordan. Carved into rose-red cliffs by the Nabateans over 2,000 years ago, Petra is a city lost to time. Its most famous monument, Al-Qudsneh, or the Treasury, was hidden in silence for centuries. Walking through the narrow canyon that leads to it feels like stepping into a hidden world. Petra stands as a testament to human ingenuity and resilience. 14. Taj Mahal, India. The Taj Mahal is more than a mausoleum, it's a symbol of eternal love. Built from gleaming white marble, this masterpiece blends Persian, Islamic, and Indian architectural styles. At sunrise, the monument seems to glow, reflecting the story of love that inspired it. 15. Machu Picchu, Peru. Hidden high in the Andes, Machu Picchu is an ancient Inca city that remains shrouded in mystery. Terraces cling to the mountainside, and stone temples overlook cloud forests below. Once forgotten by the world, it now stands as one of the greatest archaeological wonders. 16. Lalibela Rock Churches, Ethiopia. Carved entirely from solid rock, the 11 medieval churches of Lalibela are a pilgrimage site for millions. These sacred spaces are not built above ground, they were hewn downward, into the earth itself. A spiritual maze carved with devotion and faith. 17. Angkor Wat, Cambodia. The largest religious monument in the world, Angkor Wat rises majestically from the Cambodian jungle. Built as a Hindu temple and later transformed into a Buddhist site, its intricate bas-reliefs tell ancient stories. A symbol of Cambodia's history, faith, and art. 18. Venice, Italy. Built on a network of canals, Venice is a city like no other. Its waterways carry gondolas beneath ancient bridges and past Renaissance palaces. A living museum of art, architecture, and romance. 19. Rapa Nui, Easter Island, Chile. In the West Pacific Ocean, Easter Island is famous for its mysterious moai statues. These giant stone heads watch silently over the island's history and culture. Their purpose remains a subject of wonder and debate. 20. Timbuktu, Mali. Once a center of learning and trade, Timbuktu holds treasures of ancient manuscripts and Islamic culture. Known as the City of Lost Books, it was a beacon of knowledge in the Sahara Desert. Today, its historic mosques remind us of a rich intellectual past. 21. Historic Center of Bruges, Belgium. Bruges is a medieval gem, with cobbled streets, canals, and Gothic architecture. Known as the Venice of the North, its old town is a step back in time. Art and history breathe from every corner. 22. Hampi, India. Once the capital of the Vijayanagara Empire, Hampi is a sprawling site of ruins and temples. Enormous stone chariots, giant boulders, and intricate carvings reveal a lost kingdom's glory. A place where history meets the surreal. 23. Alhambra, Spain. The Alhambra Palace in Granada is a stunning example of Moorish architecture. Its delicate arches, ornate tilework, and lush gardens create a palace of dreams. A symbol of cultural blending and artistic mastery. 24. Kyoto Temples, Japan. Kyoto holds hundreds of historic temples and shrines, each with its own story. Surrounded by gardens and cherry blossoms, these sacred places invite reflection and peace. A living link to Japan's spiritual heritage. (25) Persepolis, Iran. Once the heart of the Persian Empire, Persepolis is a monumental archaeological site. Massive stone columns and intricate reliefs tell tales of kings and empires long past. A window into one of history's greatest civilizations. (26) Old Havana, Cuba. Old Havana's colorful streets and colonial buildings are alive with music, culture, and history. Its plazas and forts tell stories of conquest, revolution, and resilience. A vibrant blend of old and young. 27. Göbekli Tepe, Turkey. Dated to over 11,000 years ago, Göbekli Tepe is possibly the world's oldest temple. Its massive stone pillars are covered in ancient carvings, predating written history. A mysterious place that challenges what we know about early civilization. 28. Machu Picchu, Peru. Perched high above the Urubamba River, Machu Picchu is both a natural sanctuary and an architectural marvel. This ancient Incan city blends seamlessly with its mountain surroundings, offering breathtaking views and timeless mysteries. The sacred terraces and temples reveal a culture deeply connected to nature. 29. Mont Saint-Michel, France. Rising dramatically from the sea, Mont Saint-Michel is a medieval abbey crowned on a rocky island. The tides that surround it create an ever-changing landscape, blending the power of nature with human devotion. Pilgrims have walked these winding paths for centuries, drawn to its spiritual aura. 30. Great Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe. Once the heart of a powerful African kingdom, Great Zimbabwe's stone ruins stand proud amid wild landscapes. Massive walls and towers speak of a society that mastered architecture and trade. A symbol of African heritage intertwined with nature's backdrop. 31. Historic Sanctuary of Machu Picchu, Peru. Not just an archaeological site, but a protected ecosystem housing rare flora and fauna. It's a place where human history and biodiversity coexist in harmony. (32) Uluru Kata National Park, Australia. Uluru, the massive sandstone monolith, and the nearby Kata rock formations hold spiritual meaning for the Anang people. Their vibrant red hues glow at dawn and dusk, a natural spectacle charged with cultural stories. A sacred site where nature and tradition merge. (33) Old City of Jerusalem, Israel/Palestine. A city sacred to Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, Jerusalem's ancient walls cradle centuries of faith and conflict. Its streets and holy sites reflect the complex tapestry of history and belief. Here, culture and history are inseparable from the landscape. 34. Windy impenetrable forest and cultural landscape, Uganda. A dense rainforest, home to endangered mountain gorillas, intertwined with the traditions of local communities. The forest is both a sanctuary of biodiversity and a place rich with cultural heritage. 35. Valley of the Kings, Egypt. Hidden beneath the desert sands, tombs of pharaohs lie carved into rocky cliffs, Surrounded by arid wilderness, these burial sites reveal ancient beliefs about life, death, and the afterlife, in a stark natural setting. '36. Old Havana and its fortification system, Cuba. A vibrant city where colonial architecture meets tropical nature. Forts built to defend the harbor sit alongside palm trees in Caribbean waters. A fusion of cultural history and coastal beauty. '37. Cappadocia, Turkey. A surreal landscape of fairy chimneys and cave dwellings carved by ancient peoples. This otherworldly terrain is both a natural wonder and a cultural labyrinth. Homes, churches, and monasteries nestle within the stone formations. '38. Lake Baikal, Russia. The world's deepest freshwater lake, surrounded by forests and mountains, holds cultural significance for local indigenous peoples. Its crystal-clear waters and ice caves attract adventurers and storytellers alike. '39. Valley of the Temples, Italy. Ancient Greek temples perched amidst olive groves and rolling hills. The ruins merge with the natural landscape, telling stories of gods and heroes. '40. Serengeti National Park, Tanzania. Vast savannas where ancient migrations unfold, home to lions, elephants, and endless skies. The Serengeti's natural rhythms have shaped the cultures of the Maasai and other tribes living nearby. '41. Meteora, Greece. Rising like giant sentinels, the rock pillars of Meteora cradle monasteries that seem to defy gravity. Built by monks seeking solitude and the divine, these sanctuaries are perched above clouds and silence. A spiritual marvel carved by nature and faith alike. '42. Banawe Rice Terraces, Philippines. Sculpted by hand over 2,000 years ago, these terraces flow like green waves across the Cordillera Mountains. An engineering masterpiece of indigenous wisdom, sustained by generations. A living landscape where land and culture breathe together. '43. Te Wāhi Pounamu, New Zealand. Glaciers, fjords, rainforests, and snow-capped peaks meet in this pristine southern land. Known to the Maori as the place of greenstone, it is one of the last untouched corners of the earth. A symphony of wild beauty and ancient spirit. '44. Rock-hewn churches of Ivanovo, Bulgaria. Hidden in limestone cliffs, these medieval churches are adorned with vivid 14th century frescoes. Once a retreat for monks, it is now a portal to Bulgaria's spiritual and artistic soul. '45. Simien Mountains National Park, Ethiopia. Home to jagged peaks and deep valleys, this park shelters rare wildlife like the gelatin baboon and Ethiopian wolf. A place where the earth folds into dramatic silence. Nature in its rawest, most ancient form. '46. Shahri-Zohak, the Red City, Afghanistan. An ancient fortress city overlooking the Bamiyan Valley, built from sun-baked red clay and war history. Though weathered by time and conflict, its spirit remains in every crumbling arch and silent wall. '47. Los Glaciares National Park, Argentina. The Perito Moreno Glacier advances with thunderous cracks and a hypnotic, icy blue glow. Towering peaks like Fitzroy cast jagged silhouettes over Patagonian skies. A frozen world alive with motion. '48. St. Catherine's Monastery, Egypt. Nestled at the foot of Mount Sinai, this is one of the oldest Christian monasteries in the world. Its stone walls guard centuries of sacred texts, mosaics, and solitude. A beacon of peace in the desert's vastness. 49. Ilulissat Ice Fjord, Greenland. Towering icebergs drift from one of the most active glaciers in the northern hemisphere. A hauntingly beautiful reminder of Earth's changing climate. The Arctic speaks here in crackling ice and midnight sun. 50. Rapa Nui, Easter Island, Chile. The Moai statues stand guard along the Pacific horizon, their expressions lost to time. Built by a vanished society, their purpose remains a mystery wrapped in stone and legend. A cultural puzzle that echoes across oceans. These sites remind us that the story of our world is not just natural or cultural, it is the seamless weaving of both. Each stone, tree, and river carries the pulse of history and life. Thank you for joining this journey through the Earth's most treasured wonders. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more journeys into the world's hidden gems. Until next time.